Welcome back to another Grow Your BNB video. Now, I am currently, as you can see, in sunny Greece, in Corfu. And actually, further down that side, I don't know if that camera can move, I'll do that. Look, here is one of the kind of most famous thing to do in Corfu. I am actually in an Airbnb in Old Town Corfu, and today, in this video, I want to touch base on co-hosting in 2025. In reality, business of Airbnb, obviously, different people do it differently. You can either buy it, turn it into a short-term rental. In the UK since 2018, a lot of our clients, obviously, the industry itself has been heavily going forward with what I call rent-to-rent, which is also subleasing. And lastly, I think over the last few years, what people have realized, which was always been the case, which was management. So there's a lot of people in 2018 who straight away just went into management. Today, they are one of the biggest management company. And last but not the least, now co-hosting model, because with management, you still have a lot of kind of workflow, operational workflow that you need to deliver. Whereas with co-hosting, there is a lot more remote workflow that you can deliver. So if you're new to this channel, guys, my name is PiersBK. I am from GrowYourBNB and AutomateYourBNB.com. I have worked with over 5,000 properties all over the world. We've been very lucky. US, UK being our biggest market, Dubai, Australia, Canada. Now we are working in Belgium. And the idea for this workflow is that you can do, look, there's no rocket science behind this workflow. There's a couple of things that you need to nail the process to be able to just, actually gain customers. And then after that is service excellence, is making sure that your customers are getting the results. So let's talk about the three things in this video. I really want to make sure that you guys have, if you want to go into what I call co-hosting, or if you want to add co-hosting to your business, this is the video for you. So guys, number one is what I call communication excellence. One thing I've realized is, obviously, if you're watching this, you operate a co-hosting business or you're looking to go into co-hosting business, I've realized a lot of people who starts co-hosting business, gets their first client. Yes, they get excited. They are talking to their kind of direct line with the owner all the time who's given the property. Obviously, if you're new, they're always going to have a little bit of doubt. And at that point, it's all about, for me, it's all about communication, because one of the things that I've done really well over the years is, as we've grown our business, I've grown the communication with our clients. And i.e. that means my client actually hear from us every day. If you're a Grow Your BNB client or you've worked in the past with us, you will get a WhatsApp from my team every single day. And that's just not because we're sending you a WhatsApp. It's because we've done a workflow that's gonna allow you to understand exactly what you're gonna achieve, or what has been the current challenge, or what's been great about your property, your ranking, your branding. It could be anything. And by doing this, you're also gaining trust by your end user, right? Your clients are going, actually, I don't have to ask them a question about performance, because most of the time the question you're going to find with your clients asking, going, oh, how is the property doing, or what's happening next, if you are proactively communicating with your clients, you're always going to have a better opportunity of excellent service, but also they're going to be actively wanting to give you more properties at later date, just because they don't have to ask you questions. You're always proactively either talking about performance and strategy, or celebrating big deals or big bookings that you've got. So number two for me is doing a same marketing checklist for all your properties, regardless of how the calendar looks. So guys, one thing I've realized is a lot of co-hosting services do not have a system in place for their clients. Now, for me, when you're working through, it doesn't matter if you've got 1, 2, or you're working with 10, 20 clients, you've got to make sure that the operational workflow, especially the marketing workflow that you're going to do for your clients, it's got to be the same every single day without fail. Now, doesn't mean that you've got a fully booked property today or let's say it's booked for the end of the month, doesn't mean that you don't have to do the check flow and the marketing checklist. It needs to be done every single day, because I've realized within our workflow, when we work with our clients and we watch their calendar every single day, we know that there's certain things that needs to happen every day. Now, first thing is checking and understanding, right? But the second thing is being able to like deliver that as part of the service. And for me, that's 99% of time most co-hosting services fail, because they do not have a strong workflow of saying we've got A to Z workflow that you can talk to your clients about. And that's effectively what you're saying to your co-hosting clients as well. Big win is there. You've got more opportunity to get further out calendar bookings, because you're always looking ahead and you're looking at the strategy. And secondly, if there is a short-term problem or calendar gaps that you need to fill in, you're more likely to do it, because there's, again, like I said, there's 99% of other operators who are not doing the thing. So make sure that you have a great marketing checklist. And lastly, you need to stop doing this. If you are looking to grow your co-hosting business and you're sending the outreaches via Airbnb, or you're just randomly texting people from Google, you need to stop doing it. The reason why I say that is currently Airbnb, firstly, because you're sending those messages and hosts are getting, honestly, there's like two, I mean, even in our clients' account, we're seeing 2 messages at least a week. And that is getting very, very annoying for our clients. And I could see what could happen to other people as well. In reality, that's never going to win you clients. That's never going to win you another co-hosting client. The reality of Airbnb and service accommodation is you need to understand how you're going to make value and implementation for your clients, because what they're already doing on the Airbnb, and if you go and approach them saying, I can look after your guest communication, that's not the problem they're looking to solve. There's more problems that you need to find out before you go in. So my suggestion here is, if you're outreaching potential co-hosting clients, you've got to make sure you do your market due diligence. You want to make sure you go and visit their website. You want to make sure that all their properties are up to date. You want to make sure you check their pictures. Anything you can actually add real value, that's when you're going to be completely different to somebody who's just copy and pasting a ChatGPT information. Now, I've seen that firsthand in our client's account. It is frustrating, but it is what's been taught in our industry, right? If you're being through a training or courses or watch YouTube videos, that's what people are talking about. But that was something that you could have done 2 years ago and it would have worked perfectly fine. But now, yes, the industry has changed, and I am very fortunate because I get to sit in different size client account, right? I've got clients with 2 properties, I've got clients with 100 properties, and in between, I can see people are outreaching, going, I can help you do this. But I can effectively also then say to our clients, which is what we're doing. We're helping clients have virtual assistants in their account, working for a couple hours, depending on the size of portfolio, delivering what would 10x the results compared to what a co-hosting service would. So you've got to come out with different strategies. You've got to go and study the market. If my video is made in UK, doesn't mean you've got to watch and go and deliver this in the UK market. You can really go and look at a bigger market like US. If you want to go Australia's growing market. Dubai is currently incredible, but not a lot of people want a co-hosting services yet. Why? Because there's no massive impact, real impact people are making through co-hosting, and that's where you can come in. You can really kind of study each of your potential lead, and then deliver that outreach to say, look, I can really put a value in place. Firstly, I've done this. You've got to send, I don't know if you use Loom, send them a creative Loom videos. And that's what you're going to build a strong relationship with your leads. And effectively that will allow you to win more business rather than sending hundreds of outreaches and not actually getting any results. So guys, it's been an interesting last few months for GrowYourBNB and Automate Your BNB. We've added a lot more incredible kind of strategies and services for our clients, and always innovating what we're doing, because what we've seen since 2018 in the industry is a lot of kind of operators come and go, and a lot of operators that I've worked with in the past are still doing the same strategies. And what I've seen is the industry has changed a lot. And being innovative, being able to kind of bring new systems and processes in the market. It has been an incredible strength of GrowYourBNB and Automate Your BNB. I've got an incredible team of people who's been amazing, helping our clients get the results they deserve. But more importantly, we're already working in June, July, August, but actually, what about November, December, and going into next year? That's what we're always constantly thinking. That's what are the conversation I'm having with my clients on a weekly basis. And that's what's going to allow you to really kind of be visionary in terms of your co-hosting services, right? Look, if you're not doing weekly calls with your clients at the moment, and if you're between that kind of 5 to 10 units, I would highly advise you do a one-to-one session with your clients, because look, it is adding more work. But you can always say to them, look, I'm going to do this for the next 4 weeks because I really want you to understand what we're doing, how we're doing, structure a way to do it, and deliver those 10 calls. Because not only you're going to learn about what they're thinking, what they want to achieve, but also it'll help you prepare for the next potential client that you're going to work with. So guys, I hope you enjoy another GrowYourBNB video from Corfu. Now I'm going to head back, go back to desk and make some clients some incredible bookings. We're going to go back into the usual stuff of workflow. That is where I'll check in with my team. I'll make sure that everything's fine. We then start checking in with all our client calendars, making sure I get screenshots. And then eventually we study their calendar to make the next move. That's exactly what you're doing. That's what your co-hosting service is all about, right? But yeah, thank you so much for watching another GrowYourBNB video from Corfu. Please make sure you hit that like, subscribe and share, and I'll be back with another video soon.